the truth. Hope you're not lying. No, because people lie in this world. So be very aware of that at all times. People lie. So I got this shirt from Just Jeans. It's not Just Jeans, is it? People lie. That shirt, what's going on? Blew my brain. Folks, I came here all the way from Townsville. Is anyone here from Townsville tonight? You are? Were you the guy in my boot? Townsville shit, let's talk about it. I'm in Townsville. No, I say that. People are very hard on Townsville. Has a bit of a bad reputation. But I quite enjoy it. I've had a lovely time. In fact, I've seen some things I would never see anywhere else. I live on this street in the suburbs of Townsville, and there is a magician on our street. We share a street with a magician. It's incredible. And he always tries out his tricks on us. So we all go to bed. I'm like, oh, what's he going to do tonight? Woke up in the morning, everyone on the street's cars have disappeared. Oh, he's done it again! Never reveals his tricks. He's good. Townsville fun. I moved to Townsville to do radio. You guys remember radio? Video did not kill the radio star, but it seriously maimed it. You know when you're listening to Spotify and you're like, wow, I wish there were ads and also that I didn't get to choose the music. Ladies and gentlemen, radio! Still going. Radio's been a fun thing to do over the last few years because I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the world's had a rough time. And I was working for the ABC, that thing you pay for, and we were talking throughout COVID about it all the time. And we would get calls from people. Now, who here has called into a radio station? You. Yeah. Most of you haven't because you're not fucking insane. We get calls from people all throughout COVID being like, yeah, no, you shouldn't be talking about COVID because it was an inside job. Well, what do you mean, Peter? I mean the government planned COVID. Now, I would like to entertain that conspiracy theory, but I have a counterpoint. I went to get my licence changed the other day. It took 6 hours and 4 different women named Pam to work the printer. That's the government. I don't know if they're pulling off COVID-19. But they push on the calls and they're like, nah, seriously mate, inside job, government planned it. And this was a little while ago. You'd be like, this government, this Liberal National government, ScoMo's government pulled off this inside job. These cunts can't pull off an outside job. They can't do the shit they're telling us they're going to do. The best bit was working in radio when Donald Trump was doing all his thing. The best part of working on radio. Because there were people who loved Donald Trump. And you'd mention his name. You wouldn't even say anything critical. You'd just mention his name. And we were broadcast on the ABC. We were in all of Queensland, the whole state. So there was a lot of people in regions who, were kind of on board. And you'd be like, oh, and Donald Trump's in the news today, etc. You get a call immediately, you can say whatever you want about Donald Trump, but he is still our president. Denise, you're from Innisfail. He was never your president. Which I actually think was a crucial misstep by the Trump campaign, if I'm being honest. I think if Donald had focused a little bit less on the United States and a bit more on Innisfail, he might still be in the White House today. You can see the stunt speech. It's like, it's a beautiful thing, I love it here, we love Innisfail, we love it like they should call it Innis Success because it's a great place. Nothing failing about it. We got cans, we got Obama, he says yes we can, I say yes we can. This near Innisfail is a beautiful thing. We'll build a wall between Townsville and Cairns and we'll make Townsville pay for it. It'll be a beautiful thing. Trump's gone. Well, he's having another go, but it's hard. I mean, I feel like Trump and Dan was talking about it. There's a lot of pressure to be woke nowadays, and I want to be woke too. I want to host a rock show on SBS one day, but it's hard because I don't know much. I don't know a lot of shit. I go out with my woke friends and their haircuts, and I'm trying to keep up with conversation. And I went out the other day, and I think I nailed this one. It was they were all going, Captain Cook is the worst. Captain Cook did all this terrible stuff and he's a bad person who shouldn't be celebrated. And I was like, oh, you got this. I was like, yeah, he's terrible. And what he did to Peter Pan? That boy was a child. He was a little boy and he tried to repeatedly kill him with his hook and his hand. Yeah, Henry, and also, of course, what he did at Botany Bay. Botany Bay? Sydney? Oh my God, Neverland was one thing, but to come to Australia, don't get me started on Wendy. No good. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the podcast was sponsored by the Queensland Fire and Emergency Service. Why are they advertising? Who's their competition? Rain? I was also talking to my grandpa, and my grandpa, he said, mate, I think I'm having a bit of a midlife crisis. Now he's 80. Like, mate, I think it's a bit more than a mid. I think it's a full strength crisis. It's a pale ale crisis, bro. How's his maths? He's 80 having a midlife crisis. On his arithmetic, he is living to 160. All right, Biden. And what really scares me, what I struggle with the most is the thought of just how truly racist that man will be at the end of his life. Because I have seen him now at what is reportedly the halfway mark. It's not good. By 160 years old, this is racism that tears the space-time continuum. Atoms are like imploding in on themselves with the sheer weight of his racism. It's a black hole of racism, which is a phrase he absolutely won't use. He'll have a different, way worse name for it. It'll be terrible. Folks, who's on drugs tonight? Before I go, I want to tell you a quick story about my foray into drugs when I was a young man. I went to a place called Amsterdam, and a friend of mine lived there, and he was like, let's go out to the clubs. So we go to this club, he takes us there, it's like this underground nightclub, and we walk in, and it was like, very intimidating place. Red light, music that sounds like an old printer trying to connect to the internet, like and every now and again they would try to mix in some pop song that absolutely did not ask to be there. Like, hello from the other side, side. So it was that kind of club. And we walk in, he's like, I've got to be real with you, man. This is the kind of club that's only good if you're on drugs. I was like, well, I don't have any drugs, too bad. He goes, no. You buy the drugs in here. What you got to do is go up and find the two most cooked-looking cunts in this entire place, and they will sell you pills. Now, I get nominated as the representative to go look for these guys. And I'm walking around and I'm nervous. My heart's beating. I'm like, oh my God, drugs. Like from Breaking Bad. And the news. Then we spot them. My friend, he's like, that's them. The two most cooked-looking cunts in the entire club. Now the first one is really tall, and he's giving off the energy of like the mean aunt in every Roald Dahl novel, just like kind of leering around. And the other one is really short, and he's giving off the energy of the hyenas in the Lion King movies. He's like, you remember that guy from A Current Affair a few years ago? Like, the dogs came down and he's that guy. And my mate's like, yeah, sweet, just go talk to them. So I'm walking over, music, do you like pina coladas, get up to them, and I'm like, and I've been told what to say. I walk up to them, I go, hello, sirs. I would like to get 2 pills for €20. And the tall one walks over, he's like, 1 pill, €10. Now you don't immediately want to correct the maths of a drug dealer, but I was like, yes, indeed, 1 is 10 and we want 2 pills, so €20. Steps a bit closer, 1 pill, €10. I'm like, yep, but mate, so if we want 2, so 1 pill, 2, 10, he's like getting angry, the music's going, but his mate's like, he's a full fucking gremlin at this point. I was like, mate, both of us are correct here. 2 pills, €20. He gets angry. 1 pill, €10. It's like 10, 20, 1, 10. He grabs me by the neck, pulls me in, and shoves something in my hand. And it's €10. I say, hang on, mate. You're the dealer. He goes, no. You are the dealer. It is at this point we realise we are operating on the same advice, and both of us are the 2 most cooked-looking cunts in the entire club. Laughing up